Hey, let me put my jacket on and then I'll let you
Okay.
see my screen. Oh, good people. Oh my God, Yvette, you look the same.
Why, thank you very much.
You are not aging. Oh my God.
Well, we just saw each other last year. Was it? We were at the event at the
Now
city.
that I think about it, you've been looking the exact same. Let me put my screen on. My camera. That's how you do this. Hey.
Hey.
Stand up. You know what? You're going to be talking. I can sit down. I see we are not having any technical difficulties. That's a good thing. Hi, Paul, are you with us? Yeah, right. That's IT, probably from right here. On Thursdays, I start at 6:30. We have our Rotary meeting starts at 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm at the meeting at 7. I leave home about 6:30.
Busy.
It's a good thing. It makes the day go so fast. It really does.
Yeah.
And then I
Yeah.
go back, our last one starts at 7 till 11. So we're doing housing from 6 to 8, and then I gotta go back into the other one.
Oh, my goodness.
I just thought about it, I don't have to talk. I am gonna sit. And sometimes, hello, you can see me. Oh, lights on. That's better.
Looks like I'm having some technical difficulties here.
Oh, Gregory, we lost you.
Yeah, looks like I'm frozen. I'm a
I'm you again. All has been, I mean, we've had a lot going on this week, so I don't know. I think we have IT that's on with us.
Okay. Even if you keep your camera off, I think that's better than anything. Sometimes I know with these afternoon thunderstorms, the internet can get wobbly.
Oh, yeah, it is raining again now. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So when I
Yeah.
look at the camera, you can see me up straight. When I look over here, I'm looking to the side, right? When I look at the
Yes.
screen, it's sideways. So I have to
Yeah.
remember to always look at the camera.
That's straight. Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on for a second. Good afternoon, Karen Hollis.
Greg, are you able to hear?
Uh-oh. Huh. Let's see. Is that Paul? If it was Paul, he would have responded. And IT. Hi.
Oh, he left and maybe he'll come back in.
Right, I'm trying to see who we have on board for IT. Let me see if I can call them.
Thank you for calling. Please wait while we transfer your call to the next available representative.
Oh, Lance. Hi, Lance. Can you come on so that we can hear you, please? We haven't started as yet. We usually have this part to iron out all of the technical difficulties, and Mr. Gregory is having difficulties. As you probably saw, he was here and now he's gone. Can you assist us? Oh, He's coming back. Gregory, can you hear us? And Yvette, you have that look that I'm deeply you gotta stop.
Yeah, just waiting. It's like it's not much I can do. Just waiting. I'm sure he'll pop out. I don't know if he try to reboot. Sometimes we work with Surface tablets. If they've been on for a long time, they get wonky. Where do I go to share, or how am I going to present?
Why are
Just
we
where it says
seeing, hold on for a second, why are we seeing the safety training? Lance? Let me call Ricardo.
Sound check. Can you hear me?
yes.
Okay. I had to use, for some reason, the app is crashing on me, so I'm on the web version. So I'm trying to get my video going.
Yeah, it is. There's a delay in the audio, so I don't know that the video would be helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
maybe
believe
nobody-
it's his
already
internet
lagging.
because everybody else is fine.
Yeah.
And I will leave the safety. I just needed the microphone to talk because the other source wasn't working.
Wow. Well, something's
Sorry,
going on.
Ricardo Simmons is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished,
Lance is saying hi, but I don't know why he's,
Can you not hear me? Check, check.
yes, we can you sign on? And we're now looking at City Hall.
Yeah, that's just for me to use this microphone and talk to you guys instead of texting.
Gregory, is that you saying that?
No, that is Lance from the hall, the city hall. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we're having difficulty hearing from Gregory Halston.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
listening
his
to that.
internet seems to be lagging.
It seems to be his internet because everyone else in here is strong. So the best thing I would try to suggest him get closer to his router or something, if you could contact him, or get a hard connection
The office
would always be
event
best.
or at home?
Can you hear me? I
Hey.
Yes.
yeah. So it seems to be working. It's just working.
Okay, that's much better. Or you were-
Gregory, did you hear what our IT rep says? He says sometimes it helps when you get closer to your router.
Yeah, I'm right next to the router.
Okay, good, good. Oh, now I see, we see us a couple of times, well, I see me a couple of times, that we definitely don't want that.
All right, copy that. I'm gonna leave so you don't see my video. I'll chat with you in the chat box if you need anything.
Thank you, Lance.
Okay, let us know,
Gregory,
how
can we
do
see
I
you?
share, or how?
Gregory, can you show your video?
I've been trying to do that, and the video doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, okay.
But
It's gonna compete for the internet
For the
speed,
internet,
so
yeah.
that may not be a good idea. If this is all we can
Oh, that's
get, it's
fine,
better
right.
than nothing,
Remember what she said, if
right?
it's all you can give,
Right,
we'll take that instead of nothing.
right.
right, right.
And then
Now,
one,
I'd like to just see how we share.
right, at the top, you should see it says File, Edit, Share. So you click on Share
Mhm.
and click the screen where your presentation is. And one of the things that,
Share content.
yes. Do you see your presentation?
Yeah. Okay, click share. All right.
Ah, there you go. Oh, I can see what you're saying. So we don't want to see that. Do it in presentation mode, which is the video screen. Put at the bottom. No, at the bottom. You see that? Yeah. What's that?
This? That's
No,
what.
where's the video presentation mode? Look there and see if you can see
Well, that was what I hit to get me here. All right, so if I go to
Okay, at the bottom. Wait, there you go.
this,
And
this,
then you flip to different ones. That's a presentation mode.
you sure?
Yes, because I no longer see your communication that you're going to be speaking.
But I can't see it either. So that's why. But presentation mode here, it says show presenter view, right? So it doesn't give me,
See, then we see everything. But you know, there's nothing wrong with them seeing the information that you're saying, but
yeah, it's not ideal, but it's not
right.
allowing me to share it in
And
presentation
you know
mode.
how she can do that?
You know what? I can put, let me see if I put on this other monitor. Oh, if it will, if I can just share that window instead,
Mm-hmm.
that may work. And it will give me this in one window, and then I can share that other window. So I'm going to stop.
And then what helps with the audio is what, oh, we lost Greg again. What helps with the audio is when one person is speaking, all of the others are on mute. And then you only unmute when it's your turn to speak. And when I finish introducing you and turn it over to you, then I will hit mute again. Because what we found in doing the presentations, that always helps in terms of us having clear sound.
Karen, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, now I don't hear you.
You do not?
1 second.
Okay.
Let's try. Something else.
Can you hear me now? I'm talking.
Yeah, I can hear if you're asking me.
Oh, good, Gregory. And welcome back. We lost you again.
Yeah, I actually exited out myself because I was trying to go back in through the app, but I'm just gonna go through the web because that seems to be working better.
I see others are starting to join. Thank you for joining us, Rome. We're just making sure all is well. We see you and appreciate you, and thank you for your patience.
No. All right, when I plug in the other monitor, that doesn't work. The audio goes out.
Mm.
Do you have it printed somewhere so you can have your?
Oh, I can print it real quick.
Right.
So under share content, or not share my meeting window, but under share content.
Mhm. 1 second.
There's got to be a way for this to work. I don't know what it is, though.
Mhm.
IT, do you have any suggestions? So, Greg, you see my notes?
Let's see. Yes.
because it's not showing me as a presenter. It's just a participant sharing a screen.
I see. And we can't get.
So is that an adjustment that can be made? Or tell me another way to do that?
Did you print it?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now.
It said in the chat, he's saying you are the host.
Okay. So what's the problem? So I'm not sure what the problem is then.
Okay, when you connect that other monitor, you said you lost our audio?
Yvette?
Yvette? You said you lost audio when you connected a monitor?
Did we just lose her? Yeah, we just lost her. Looks like.
Gregory, can you still hear us? Junior, we see you. Thank you for joining us.
I can hear.
Do you have us
Suzanne.
in presenters mode so that others don't hear, or can we all hear each other?
I mean, I can hear everybody.
Thank you all for your patience.
Yeah, I was just gonna walk her through her options, because I think when she connected the other monitor, it switched the audio. So when she gets back, we just gotta click her audio and see what the source is.
So funny. This is so funny. Yvette, can you hear us? Lance, are you able to call her and give her some direction? Oh, you are the host.
Yeah, I'm trying to write some direct messages to her right now.
Maybe you can get on the phone with her?
Sure, somebody wanna send me the number?
Yvette, can you hear us? No? We see her, which is a good thing. Gregory, are you still able to hear us?
Yes, I can hear everyone.
Yvette, can you hear us? Gregory, can you call her cell phone or text her
Yes.
and let her know that she cannot hear us for whatever reason?
I can hear you as well. So I think the problems are, you know.
Hello, Junior. Thank you.
How you
for
doing?
joining us.
Everything's good?
Yes, always a pleasure. We started
Always.
30 minutes earlier to address technical difficulties.
No, we have to do that. I do that all the time with the virtual
Yeah.
events because you never know what's going to happen.
Exactly.
It's technology, they call it, right?
It's beautiful. Ms.
We
Zena,
always these
thank you for
hiccups.
joining us.
Nice to meet you, Miss Holt. I know I can't hear you at the moment, but nice to meet you anyway.
Nice to meet you. I think I got that sorted out. Everyone can hear
You
me
got it
okay?
sorted now. See, I gave you the look, right?
And Mr. Rome was the first one here.
Yes, of course. That was a meeting. Always diligent.
Excellent.
Good afternoon.
So we
everyone.
will all definitely mute ourselves. I don't know until we can start, and we'll allow just a few more minutes to allow others to be able to join. Thank you all for being so prompt. Greatly appreciated. All right. Thank you all so very much. Those of you that have joined on time, we are still waiting. It's not quite 2 o'clock. We have the pre-session to allot for any and all technical difficulties, and I believe we managed to get through them all. Thank you, Daryl, for joining us. I see you. We will just wait a few more minutes to allow others to sign on. Thank you again so much for joining us this afternoon.
Karen,
Oh,
hello.
yes.
Yeah, what it is, Chelsea from Broward County Public Schools is having a problem trying to log in. So she's trying to get in. She's been having some problem. Oh, she's there now.
Yeah.
She told me to let you know. So she's there. She got there.
She got in.
Thank you, Junior.
I
Thank
was
you
glad,
very
yeah.
much.
And you pop up like that. I give everyone the luck. There was no audio, and then came on, put up my camera, it came on, and then all of a sudden, I put up my camera again, you're on. Okay.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. It's, we're allowing time for those that we believe, like yourself, may be having technical difficulties signing on. But thank you so much. If everyone that joins can just be patient with us and please put your sound on mute for us. We greatly appreciate it. We'll be starting soon. Every time I tell Junior mute, he takes the camera off.
I know. I was taking everything off, you know.
I'm like, he was
All right, I'll put it back on. Okay, all
leaves the
right.
sound on and takes the camera off. How funny. It's amazing how we hear different things. I just asked Paul to send out a reminder notice, and I've sent reminders to internal directors. It is 2:00. Oops. Okay. One of the things that's very important to me for those that care enough to sign in timely is for us to start timely. I am Karen Hollis with the City of Miramar. I thank you all so very much for joining us today. We are going to have a small business spotlight of a very interesting communication firm, and I won't take her thunder away, but you will be delighted and pleasantly surprised as I was to learn of all of the amazing things this minority small business is doing. To allow more time, because we definitely want to save the main attraction for afterwards, I always start off with a little bit of information about BID, the Business Inclusion and Diversity Program here at the City of Miami. And I'd like to share some of that with you all while we allow others just a few brief moments. And here, Yvette, I was coaching you. Let's see how well I can share my contents. Let's see. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we got it.
Yep.
In presentation mode, you only see the first page? I did it correctly? Or do you see me?
We see the first slide and the upcoming slide.
It's very small.
Okay, because I need to stop sharing and put it on the other page. Okay, 1 second. Let me switch. I have 2 screens. Excellent. Is that better? Can you
Yes.
hear me? Excellent.
Yes.
Okay. We are happy to announce that the Business Inclusion and Diversity Program, we now have a new Minority Women Business Enterprise Program that we started. And the primary goal of this new initiative that we're moving forward is to simply, very simply, increase minority participation. As many of you may know, the city of Miramar in 2018 conducted a disparity study, which concluded that about 7.42% of minority participation went to minority subcontractors, and the more than 90 something percent went to larger primes. The city that I live in and work in and have lived in for the last 25 years, I'm happy to report did something about that. They actually took the disparity study, brought me on board, and we implemented a race neutral approach to our programming, which means we had outreach and all of the recommendations that we received from the disparity study. We implemented trying to ensure technical training and all of those things, small business meetings to find out what is it that we need to do and can do to assist small businesses. At the conclusion of the about 5 years that we've had that, we've now transitioned into a more narrowly tailored minority WBE program, which the study advises that we can once we've entertained the race neutral approach, which we did. So now the city of Miami, the city of Miramar's MWBE program has been narrowly tailored to do four things. Number one, to ensure access to all firms that desire to do contracts with the city of Miramar, to enforce policies and procedures to protect businesses against any and all discrimination when they are conducting business with the city of Miramar, to eradicate the restrictive procurement specifications and some of those things that have been identified both in the study and throughout the industry as barriers to more inclusion for minority contractors, and to offer technical assistance and business development services to help businesses grow. We have every year different contractor fairs and things of that nature. Everything that we do here at the city is to advance these four initiatives to help businesses grow. So let me give you more detail about exactly what it is that we do in terms of the technical assistance and the business development. We have these mandatory contractor fairs. We do a construction contractor fair at the beginning of the year. And because we're interested in helping businesses obtain skill training, we always have a theme. This year's contractor fair was bonding pre-qualifications. We had a series of experts that were in the bonding area, from everything from finance, access to capital, how to get insurance, how to get bonded, what do you need to know, how does the credit repair and credit check factor into that. We had all of these experts in place, all of whom were able to assist small businesses in getting that information. We also sometimes have design symposiums where we have larger corporations, because we see that most minority companies are not as savvy and we don't have as many as we desire in the design arena. So we have our larger primes that put on a symposium to assist, to not only help the smaller businesses know how to conduct and successfully bid design programs and projects, but also to serve as peers and to invite them to participate on their projects. We talk about the bonding pre-qualification. We do the intentional outreach. We not only work and do things here at the city, we partner with community stakeholders. This year we did with Turner Construction. Next year we will be doing it with Miami-Dade County Public Schools. I'm glad they're on with their certification on the spot initiative, all of those things to do and to allow businesses to see how they can not only do business with us, but our stakeholders as well. And then next year's theme for 2024 is Hack the Business. 21st century, you have to know how to operate technology if you're going to be conducting business in the 21st century. And so we have a series of programming for next year in 2024 that will assist smaller businesses to become more tech savvy.
Is Stan going to join us?
I'm sorry? If everyone can put your thing on mute, and then we have a community think tank. And some of the things that we do inside our project authorizations, where every project before it gets released to the city, I review it to see if I can put goal setting. and I check the firm availability because that's the most important thing with the MWBE program. We have utilization plans and disclosure forms that we provide. We have conclusion reports. Every single project before the commission of the city of Miramar will approve it, I have to report that I've actually did a search to identify available firms and that I've actually spoken with the necessary departments and individuals to identify inclusion opportunities. And we also review the scopes of work. I did that today with a small business before a project gets released. I will literally sit down with a business and allow them to review the scope of work. It was a landscaper today. And so we've split up. We have on a landscaping project that's coming up that's been split into unbundled into mowing and irrigation and all of the separate components. And so I meet in advance with businesses because one of the things that the study said we can do as a city is to do a better job of inclusion. And so making sure that we provide them with sufficient information is definitely one of those things that we can do. So that is an overview, and I always do that to allow more people to sign on. And we see that we have others that have signed on. We see you, Turner Construction. Hello, we see you, Dwayne Stevenson on. Thank you all so very much. You're in for a treat today because for this year, we are spotlighting exceptional small businesses. And today we have HOLT Communications. The owner, Yvette Holt, Wade Yvette, is the president of HOLT Communications. And this is a full service public relations and marketing firm specializing in community engagement and public participation. She has more than 25 years of strategic communications expertise with an emphasis in infrastructure. Ms. Holt has developed impactful public involvement programs for some of South Florida's most high-profile, controversial transportation improvement projects. She has taken on the challenge of expanding corridors, building new roadways, implementing new expressway tolling structures, and planning new transit services. So when you hear marketing and outreach, you don't always think of these industries. And so this is one of the reasons why we definitely want you to have an opportunity to get to know this exceptional firm, to allow her to showcase not only who she is and what she's been doing as a minority small female-owned business that's been in the city of Miramar for what, 16 years now, I believe, Yvette? And so this is one of our local
It's day one.
minority
Yeah, this is our 17th
owned
year.
business. She'll tell you about all of her certifications and everything. And I am amazed, and I believe each of you will be amazed. And so in spotlighting, I said to Ms. Yvette, if you had a wish list of prime contractors and organizations that you'd love to do business with, who would they be? She provided me with a list. I took that list and started calling each and every one of you and communicating her desire for you to be on so that you can hear more about her amazing work. So from that, take it away, Miss Yvette Holt, and let them know a little bit more about your HOLT Communications. Take it
Thank you
away.
so much. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I appreciate it greatly. I thank all of you for being here. I know how persuasive Dr. Hollis can be. So thank you for being here. I'm just going to follow your instructions, Dr. Hollis, and share my screen. I believe this is what I'm doing. So you all let me know if I work that out properly.
Excellent. We
Yes.
see it. Yes.
Perfect. All right. Perfect. Thanks so much. Well, again, good afternoon, and thank you for being here. We're really fortunate to be headquartered in the city of Miramar with Dr. Hollis and her amazing team and all that they do to support small businesses. Again, my name is Yvette Holt, and my company is HOLT Communications, and we are a full-service public relations firm, and we specialize in public involvement and community engagement for infrastructure projects. And while we're headquartered in Miramar, we do also have offices in Miami-Dade County and Orange County, Florida. Uh-oh, I can hear myself as an echo. So if someone has just joined, if you could please mute. So today we'll introduce you to HOLT Communications. We'll tell you a bit about who we are, what we do, and how we work. We'll brag about our experience. We've been fortunate to be involved in really meaningful work with great clients, and we'll share some of our creative samples with you today. Well, at HOLT Communications, we like to say that we inform, engage, and deliver. We inform and engage our clients' communities, securing the participation necessary to advance infrastructure and public services. By opening doors, developing relationships, and creating community buy-in, we deliver on what you all need most, a trusted partner to manage public outreach so you don't have to. This is our leadership team. Obviously, that's me. I've got 25 years of public relations experience, and I opened HOLT Communications in 2006. Gregory Harleston is also on today's webinar. He's a former print reporter and has been with the firm for 9 years, and he's our construction outreach manager. We do a lot of construction, and the coordination between contractors and the public is a very special skill, and Gregory is great at that. In fact, he received a certificate of appreciation from a homeowners association for his diligent work in seeing a noise wall construction through on State Road 836 Dolphin Expressway. So you'll hear from Gregory in a bit on our experience. And Mary Starr is unfortunately not with us today, but she is our marketing manager. She's got an advertising degree and more than 30 years of experience. She is a stellar media negotiator. She works on innovative marketing tactics to reach stakeholders in their homes and on their devices with things like social conquesting, which is a technology that utilizes geofencing to help us target stakeholders on their own social media platforms. So that's the great work that Mary does for us. Certifications, well, as you know, we are a minority woman-owned business. We have the Disadvantaged Business Enterprise certification in Florida, as well as Alabama and Texas, the Florida Minority Women-Owned Business Enterprise, the MWBE, and county certifications in Dade and Broward, and we're pending in Orange. And those are our NAICS codes there. Services. Well, these are the list of services that we offer. I'm not sure if this little box, you can see if that's in your way. I'll move that. To help us inform, engage, and deliver. We won't have time to discuss all of them in detail, but we'll go through a few of the tactics. And if you have any specific questions or if there's anything that you'd like for me to elaborate on, please do raise your hand, or I'll ask for questions at the end, but I do hope this will be a discussion. So I look forward to hearing from you. Trying to advance, and I don't see anything happening. Here we go. Here's a look at some of the clients that we've worked with. We opened in 2006 with just one client as a home-based business in Miramar. And MDX was our first client, and we're very proud to say that we've now had 17 years of uninterrupted service to that agency as the GEC Public Involvement Consultant. We also work with FDOT in District 5 in the Orlando area as an in-house consultant. We work on their State Road A1A strategic plan, which is a complete streets master plan. And we're very fortunate to have just been awarded the public involvement role on their district-wide PD&E studies contract. So we're really looking forward to that. For Miami-Dade County, we do a lot of capital project work with DTPW, and we've also worked with water and sewer there. And in the area of solid waste and recycling, with both City of Hialeah and with waste management as well. And here's a look at some of the partners that we've worked with. EAC is our longest standing relationship. They're our prime for the MDX contract. And they've been our client since we first opened at day one, and we've expanded our relationship, of course, beyond MDX. And we've also worked with Kimley Horn since back in 2008 on various projects for either FDOT or SFRTA. And we're working with WSP for Miami-Dade, DTPW, and Broward County Transit, and in District 5 for FDOT as well. So here's our approach. It's a bit about how we work. As you can see, some of our client relationships, they're really long lasting. Most of our business is repeat business. And that's because we focus on your client relationships. That's really our top priority. We work to exceed client expectations every day. We know the infrastructure delivery process. We're expert communicators, and you can trust us to deliver on your goals and objectives, strategies, execution, and documenting results of our outreach program. Well, we asked some of our longest serving clients to give us a couple of quotes, knowing that we'd be here today to share what their thoughts are about us. And Sandy at WSP says, HOLT Communications professionalism and attention to details provides a level of comfort knowing the task will be performed with the utmost diligence and care. And what Sandy also said to us privately is that he likes working with us because he doesn't have to tell us what to do. We know what to do and we just get it done. And that makes his life easy. And this is Rick Crooks with EAC Consulting. He says that HOLT Communications' consistent quality of work makes them a valuable asset and partner during any project. Their expertise and ability to work independently continues to exceed clients' expectations and allows work programs to stay on track without requiring additional resources to be dedicated to public outreach. And Rick's testimony is basically that we're a partner that you can trust to keep your clients happy with our level of performance, so you could do what you need to do, and we can worry about the public involvement. So that's our mission. And this is a quote from an agency client. I don't know if any of you all know Gia BN. She's not big on public pictures, so she doesn't have one. We honored that. But Gia was at Miami-Dade DTPW, and now she's at Broward County Transit. And she says that we're a very experienced firm. We respond to requests timely, and we work very closely with clients to provide valuable input on projects. So what do you get from us? A deep understanding of transportation and public involvement industry, tailored engagement strategies that meet the unique needs of each project, and a multilingual staff. We're a team of 7. We speak English, Spanish, and Creole, and we're all trained communications professionals. We know the project delivery process and the unique communications responsibilities that come with being a public agency when you're communicating with your stakeholders. And we're expert in delivering interactions that enhance or improve those relationships. With each project, you get a well-established communications plan that is grounded in science. Again, we're trained communications professionals. So you get goals and objectives, a strategy that's scientifically based, execution, and delivery on results. Experience. So I will turn it over to Gregory, who will now talk a bit about our experience.
Thank you, Yvette. Hi, hello, everyone. Sorry my camera isn't on. I'm having some technical difficulties on my end, but I can assure you I am a real person and not AI or anything like that. As Yvette mentioned, I'm Gregory Harlison. I've been with HOLT for 9 years, and in the 17 years of experience, we have a HOLT Communications. That's with public projects, from planning, project development, through construction and transit, roadways, water and sewer, solid waste, and recycling. So here you can see just a few examples of our team executing the techniques that come together to make a successful public involvement program, including public meetings, pop-up events, we do surveying, media events, and documenting construction activities for social media. Next slide, please, Yvette. Here's also a few examples of some of the planning projects we worked on. The Boca Raton 2 Tri-Rail study by the SFRTA, which introduced alternatives for a second Tri-Rail station in Boca, and the long-range transportation plans for the Palm Beach TPA, Miami-Dade County DTPW, and Broward County Transit. And they all required extensive outreach to secure public opinion for critical transportation decisions while considering the difficulties of population growth. Next slide, please. Many of you are familiar with the Miami-Dade County SMART Plan, which I'm going to go into a little bit. That is now transitioned into the SMART program. Our work with that program include the Beach Corridor Rapid Transit Project, which introduced 5 alternative modes of transportation to get people from the Miami Design District, Midtown, to downtown Miami and Miami Beach Convention Center. Bus Express Rapid Transit Network introduced 8 new rapid transit corridors and public outreach throughout the entire county. Recently, the Northeast Corridor Rapid Transit Project, which is RAIL, over 13 miles of commuter rail in the Miami-Dade portion of the Coastal Link, which extends from downtown Miami to City of Aventura, and public outreach through 6 different cities in Miami-Dade County. So all of these projects are part of the SMART program initiative, and even though they represent different modes and different challenges, the goals are the same. We want to get consensus with the public and elected officials for a build option and for funding. So we had to understand those modes and the best way to present them to the impacted communities. For example, for the beach corridor, we developed and managed a project advisory group, and that was made up of local residents, business owners, and community influencers to help guide the general public and the project. South Day Transitway. This is the first SMART program project to actually break ground. And this is ongoing. We lead the design, build, public involvement office, and services include the development and execution of a strategic public involvement program. The team maintains relationships with elected officials across the municipalities, and those municipalities run from Pinecrest to Florida City because it's a 20-mile corridor. We do all of that to ensure that everyone's informed and to support interactions with residents. We have developed project fact sheets for this, website content, project signage. We implemented a comprehensive outreach campaign to help customers use the busway uninterrupted during construction. We frequently present on the status of the project to city commissions, community groups, and business associations. And mitigation of construction conflicts, documenting site visits, rider alerts, claims and inquiries, and attending weekly progress meetings, all part of our responsibility. So day to day, it's the whole bag. We also have experience in design build construction. The SR 836 Dolphin Expressway that Yvette mentioned was 4.4 miles of daily and nightly construction between 57th Avenue and 17th Avenue. It installed the first 2 diverging diamond interchanges in Miami-Dade County and a new flyover ramp to Miami International Airport. Extensive outreach included public meetings, business and community group presentations, media relations, direct mail, social media marketing, door-to-door canvassing, and print and radio television ads. This project, hundreds of hours of outreach to the public for opening the DDI because it's a new driving pattern for thousands of people. And we're happy to say they opened with no accidents at either location. And ultimately, the project was awarded the ACEC Engineering Excellence Award for EAC in 2021. Next, we're going to play a commercial. This is the commercial for the DDI we developed.
MDX has important news regarding a new driving pattern at the Dolphin Expressway interchanges at 27th and 57th Avenues, so please listen carefully. This new traffic pattern will improve safety and traffic flow through the interchange and will require you to briefly drive on the left or opposite side of the road as you pass under the expressway. Please follow all pavement markings and directional signage carefully. To learn more about how to drive the DDI, visit mdxway.com. mdxway.com.
So yes, we put that video out, TV, radio, everywhere we could, social media. And now we also work in District 5, Orlando operations. Our staff there manages multiple projects in office for FDOT as their PIO. And we also recently finished a complete street project for the city of West Park. This improvement project required a lot of face time with residents because I don't know if anyone's ever been to on 25th Street or West Park, but it's home to many of the warehouses, body shops, and auto repair businesses located in the city. So very grassroots communication to keep residents out of city hall meetings, basically. And you can see the image of the fact sheet that we distributed. That's from some of our collateral materials that I'll go into now. The collateral materials, they're a huge part of what we do. As you can see, here's an example of one here. We want as much of the public as possible to understand what's happening around them and not just get these notices and throw them in the trash, right? So we use a lot of graphics and language that's easily absorbed in print and digital formats. And we do it in multiple languages, but usually it's languages relative to the neighborhood we're reaching out to. So most times in South Florida, it's English, Spanish, and Creole, but we have had some Portuguese situations. But this is an example of some of the tools that we use. And now I'm going to turn it back over to Yvette, who's going to walk us through some additional tactics we use to engage with stakeholders. Yvette?
Thank you, Greg. Just a couple more that I'd like to hit on. Social media marketing. We have an outstanding digital marketing team that is responsible for creating social media content. We currently manage all of the social media for Miami-Dade Expressway Authority social platforms, and that includes content development, videotaping, editing, posting, monitoring, reporting, analytics, and results. And so this is an example of original content that we created on behalf of MDX. We also do website management. Most public agencies prefer that we provide content that sits on their websites, which is actually best for brand management. So that's preferred, or I would recommend that over creating your own project website. Always drive people to where you're going to live 100% of the time. And here are a couple of examples of our ability to provide content. And we manage these, and particularly with FDOT, that gets updated on a weekly basis with their traffic closures. And the last tactic that I'd like to highlight today is hybrid meetings. You know, they've become very large and commonplace since COVID. Everyone's used to doing this, virtual thing. And in fact, we find it a lot easier and it increases participation. It's better than having to drive somewhere and you can kind of put it on and it may be on in the background. But doing it in a way where everyone can interact together is not easy. It really is a small TV production. We were fortunate enough to do this as a special event for Miami-Dade County recently as an industry forum for the South Dade Transit Operations Center that's currently in design and will be moving to construction. So, we create the environment where you have multiple camera angles, we have sound engineering, and we're able to do a live Q&A where people who are on both sides can see and hear and interact at the same time. And then we created this social media video as a wrap-up post-event for the client to share. So we'll share that with you. It's a vertical video that is built for social media, but it's a good quick look at our production capabilities.
Please utilize the time of the rooms. Thank you.
Okay. I'll hear that again. Okay. Well, this concludes our introduction presentation. As I said, I'm happy to take questions or elaborate on anything, but please take out your mobile phone and scan the QR code for my contact information. I hope that you'll be in touch and give us the opportunity to inform, engage, and deliver for you and your clients.
Excellent job, HOLT Communications. Thank you, Gregory and Yvette. You did a fantastic job. I am so elated to see each and every one of you here that I really would. I think I'm going to go around the room, around the screen to secure some feedback. Dwayne, you appear first. Can you hear me, sir? please, two things, especially with all of that work that Dee Stevens has. Introduce yourself to the team and please provide Ms. Holt and her team some feedback, please.
Yep, I'm Dwayne Stevenson. I'm Business Development Manager with D. Stevenson Construction. I'm just joined also here by Diane Valentini. Have you already introduced yourself, Diane? Yep, Business Development Director. And we are very glad to be here. Very informative, very thorough presentation. Definitely, I saw a lot of value for us. So I look forward. I think we will be in touch. We will be in touch.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
So yes. Yeah.
Kat, I see you joined us. Thank you so much. You came in a little later, but great. How are you?
Good, thank you. Sorry, I did have some connectivity issues, but it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Kat Crum, and I work for Bowman Consulting Group. I'm a marketing specialist and a business development specialist as well.
So
Thank you for being here. It's great to meet you.
team, Kat, and especially with the projects that you all have.
It sounds like a good fit, and I look forward to having a relationship with Holt.
Excellent. Amari, top corner in my screen. Yvette, I'm not exactly sure if you know, but you have to be pre-qualified to do work with Turner Construction. We did a collaboration earlier because unfortunately, a lot of the smaller minority businesses are not aware of that. So we literally had a collaboration with them earlier this year so that firms can become pre-qualified. And I know that Amari will provide you with that information. I don't know if you've done, I didn't see Turner on your list, but he can provide you with an application to become pre-qualified because Turner, you can, Amari, tell her about some of those projects you spoke about earlier this year to the minority businesses that attended the collaboration.
Of course. First of all, good afternoon, everyone. Happy to be here. Yes, Eva, as long as you're not as long as you're okay, building from the ground up, since we don't really do civil down here. Even though we do have a sister company that does.
Yeah.
So we have, so I represent South Florida. So I'm Tri-County, Palm Beach, Broward, Miami-Dade. Unique counterpart in Central Florida, which is where I'm currently sitting. I can help you with that also. We do not have an office in Alabama, not that I'm aware of. But with regards to projects that are coming up, in South Florida, we have Roger Dean, which is up in Jupiter. We have Federal Reserve Bank, which is going on in Doral. And those are projects, the reason I specifically highlight those is because those are projects that do have a specified level of engagement with regards to either community stakeholders or minority subcontracting participation. On both of them, along with like projects at Jackson. So those are jobs where we do have to engage. Miramar has been a great partner with regards to actually giving us, the opportunity to reach out to contractors and helping co-host and Dr. Hollis has been amazing at getting people in a room to converse and get information, as she said, with regards to pre-qualification. For you, thankfully, the pre-qual would actually be different because you're not a contractor. You're not boots on the ground. So a lot of the sections wouldn't apply to you. So for you, building relationships either with myself or business development would be incredibly essential because then they will let you know what's coming up. So either if there's opportunities, you can either come on board with us really early on the RFP stage. That way you're in the proposal or even working or helping with it, or coming in on board after the project's already been awarded to make sure that we highlight opportunities, partnerships, which is actually one of the questions I had when I watched your presentation. How are you engaging the subcontractor community? For me, it's quite a bit of an effort. You pull different lists from different organizations. Because I'm a department of, one, cold calling is not necessarily my top option. So how are you pulling contractors? Thankfully, you speak 3 languages in South Florida. Those 3 are a must. How are you engaging and being able to connect in an effort to get the information out there?
Well, we deal primarily with the public, not necessarily with just other contractors or small businesses, although it is kind of an applicable service, but it really is focusing on where the project is and who it touches.
And it's getting out of the office and getting boots on the ground. I mean, in some places, we're literally going door to door to talk to people who are impacted by a particular project or going to where people gather and are engaged. So it may be a shopping center with a pop-up event, or, if it's a construction project that's adjacent to someone, believe me, nothing gets anybody's attention like moving dirt. Forget all of the design and planning
Or
and all that
stopping
stuff.
traffic.
Exactly. So, things that we do that, can be a little innovative are, putting yard signs. Greg did that in the city of West Park because it is like a mixed use kind of neighborhood, but having a yard sign out there with his cell phone number. So people, when you walk out the door, that's the person you're going to call. And then we also did office hours in that area. So every Thursday, between 10 and 12, they know Greg's gonna be sitting out under a tent with a table, and I can come and talk to him if I have an issue on that particular project. So
Excellent. So I look forward to connecting, putting you in contact with our business development. That way, when opportunities, we're always pursuing things. So that way we can see where there's a synergy and where we can make things happen.
that would be great. Yeah, we have a lot of experience in being on board with teams in the very beginning and helping in the RFP process. So we look forward to that.
The earlier the better. It's always easier that way.
Agreed.
Thank you, Romari. Romulus was the very first person to sign on during our tech difficulty phase. Rome, do you have anything that you'd like, any feedback you'd like to provide Ms. Holt, and any questions?
Good afternoon, everyone. Ron Marilis with Miami-Dade County Public Schools Office of Economic Opportunity. Glad to be here on this call. I don't really have much feedback. It was a great presentation. I would leave that to my supervisor and sidekick,
Junior,
Mr. Junior Anderson. I'm sure he
you
has
realize you were
a
with
lot to
Miami-Dade
say.
Public Schools, Rome. I don't mean to interrupt you. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Junior, you came with a team today. You got me. So take it away, sir. Introduce yourself. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I've actually basically, I was going to let him do the whole thing, actually. I relaxed for the time being.
So
Yeah,
please
he's back
provide
on the
Ms.
team
Hope with
again.
some feedback.
Yeah, he's back on the team again. What it is, basically, I'm just wondering, I need to ask you a question regarding, I know you said you're certified in Dade. Are you certified just with Miami-Dade County? Are you certified with Miami-Dade County Public Schools as well? Because it's two different organizations.
Different organizations. No, I don't believe we are yet certified with the public school system. So we definitely will look into that right away.
That isn't, you've got to do that quickly. Because we've got projects coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, there are projects coming up. And those projects, we have like CM at risk projects that come up regarding renovations, additions of schools. And sometimes what happens is we've got what we call a goal setting committee. And the goals, there are certain goals attached to a project. And basically what that means is that sometimes there's goals attached to a Black-owned business, could be an outreach person, electrical plumbing person on the construction side, or whatever. So certain goals have to be attained. And I could see probably if there was a goal relating to outreach and stuff like that, to reach out to the subcontractors, as Amari, my friend, has just mentioned. That was a really great question, Amari, because it's really trying to get people, subcontractors, so that the goals that have been set on a project are attained in itself. So we do ourselves as a school district outside of the construction side of the house. We got our own communications, marketing people, of course, but I see an opportunity for you in the construction side and facility side based upon projects coming up, and you could be like an outreach person or whatever in that and bid for those bids. And then what happens is you can start reaching out to certified firms that probably engage their interest relating to taking part in a certain project so the goals are met. So you'll be very pivotal to a prime contractor or CM at risk contractor.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
But you have to get certified first. So please contact me. I'll put my,
I certainly will.
you
I
my,
certainly will.
And Yvette, I want you to know
contact today.
before we move on, Miami-Dade County Public Schools, they have certification on the spot. We'll
Okay.
be collaborating with them next year, but it sounds as if you need to attend another session that they have, but they work expeditiously.
I mean,
Wonderful.
yeah, we do like a monthly. What happens is for the certifications, it's not on the spot. It's not actually every single month on the spot. But what we do is once, like right now, we're going to do a certification on the spot at the end of August. All right.
Okay.
So, but what I'm telling you, you don't have to wait for on the spot.
Okay.
What you can do is you get the doc once I refer you over to our certification team. What will happen is that they will guide you. There's an online where you can actually do it online, and they can actually guide you if you have any problems. You submit the documentation, and it's quick. I mean, it's quick. You can get it once you got the proper documentation. It can take you within a few days.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
So I'm going to give you, I don't know if they're chat on this. I'm not used to the WebEx. I'm not used to Zoom. Zoom
Either. This is my first time on WebEx. So
yeah, WebEx. So basically, what I'll do is I'll definitely give you my phone number, and Karen has it too, and my email, and we can get going with this.
All right. Awesome. That's
Justin, I see you.
right away.
Hello, sir. Introduce yourself and please provide Ms. Holt with some feedback. Thank you so much, Junior. That was fantastic.
Hello, Dr. Hollis. I hope you're well. Thank you for inviting me. And I am a development associate here with the Related Group. We're building a mixed-use project right across the street from City Hall in Miramar called Manor Miramar, which has 393 apartments with 24,000 square feet of retail. And I'm working on a few other projects with Related here, which consist of garden style or another mixed-use high-rise in Tampa. Thank you for the presentation. I felt it was very informative and it could be very useful to a lot of the parties on the call, as well as a lot of our vendors in the construction industry. Personally, my group and Related, we hire third-party contractors, so we don't act as the construction company for our deals. But I felt like this was a great presentation, and I hope that you can connect with some of our internal construction folk so that you guys can hopefully do business in the future.
Sure. I certainly be happy to do that. We can get together. You can put me in touch. That'd be great.
I'm happy to. Just reach out.
Yeah, I certainly will.
Excellent. Thank you, Justin. And we have our very own construction manager, Daryl Johnson, on the line. Daryl, thank you so much. I did see you come in, and I would like you to chime in now and introduce yourself to the panel and provide Ms. Holt with some feedback, please.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Daryl Johnson, the Director of Construction, City of Miramar. Did a very informative presentation. Pretty much what my duties as a city, I run all the, I'm in charge of all the capital CIP projects, vertical construction with the city. So I guess maybe directly, I wouldn't really be involved with this vendor. However,
yeah,
I could definitely get you in contact with some of the contractors that we do work with that would that vendor would provide services for. And that's really all I have.
Excellent, Daryl. Thank you so much. Connections are really good. That's not a little thing.
Absolutely.
And exactly. We have, I see Stanford Francis. No feedback. And I see the beautiful three
Can you guys hear me?
background with no name. Are you there, Stanford?
Yes, I am. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
I kind of echo everything everyone's been saying. Great presentation, very informative.
Thank
you know, I'm with D. Stevenson Construction. I'm a senior manager, managing several projects for D. Stevenson Construction, and you know, definitely look like we can do some collabs on some of the projects that we have over here. So let's try to connect and see how we can do some work together.
That'd be wonderful. I look forward to meeting with you all.
Excellent. And then the screens keep moving all over as different people talk. But I do see one without a name with three beautiful pictures in the background. Can you,
Hi,
yes.
everyone. Hi. Thank you, Dr. Hollis. Diane Valentini with
Hey,
D. Stevenson
Diane, your
Construction.
name just came up. How are you? Thank you for joining us.
Oh, I see my name came up. Great. Okay. I'm with D. Stevenson Construction. I think most of you folks know us. We've done a lot of projects with the city of Miramar, and several of you are our partners and clients. So we're glad to be here. Thank you for inviting us. To introduce ourselves a little bit more, we are the largest African American owned construction firm in the state of Florida. And we do quite a bit of minority participation on our projects. We always aim for 40%, at least with our subcontractors. So we strive for that. We've been in business 31 years, and 75% of our work is municipal work. So a lot of the expertise that you bring to the table should be very valuable to us. And I appreciate your presentation. It was very well done, as everyone stated. And we look forward to seeing how we can work together in the future.
Thanks so much. I appreciate you all sending the whole team.
Yes, we did.
That's tremendous. Dr. Hollis, good job.
Yes. Why? I know you guys heard Diane, Dwayne, Stanford, 16 years in the city of Miramar. Diane, can you tell her how much work you all are doing in the city of Miramar, and Dwayne?
Yeah, we've done several projects. Stanford was project manager on those too, but I know them by heart as well.
Yeah.
If you want me to chime in,
Public
we
safety
just
complex. One of our
okay. Go
Stan can tell you more about it. Yeah.
Yeah, we recently, well, I say recently, I mean over a year, completed the
Together, everyone else, please hit your mute
historic
so that we
Miramar
can hear.
Public Safety project. It was $8.4 million project, I believe. You know, I think it was a successful project for us. We're currently doing a park that's in the same area. Nice project coming along with for the community, and I think that is in combination with Broward schools. And so we're looking forward to delivering another project to the city of Miramar and that community. And you know, whatever else we have coming up, we can probably tell you some more about some of the things we have coming up.
And we have the other great projects, such as in Rivera Beach. We have a new marina project that we're getting ready to start. And we definitely could use help with outreach there. So we will definitely be looking forward. Hopefully you can help us with those efforts to get more minority contractors on board.
That'd be wonderful, Dwayne. I look forward to it.
And I know we also, just to add to what Dwayne said, we do a lot of school work. We would like to think of ourselves as school contractors, but we do a lot of public work in general. But with Miami-Dade Community Schools, I think we have Westlake Academy that's coming up phase 3, about a 14 million additional job that, you know, we'll probably need some help on that one also. So plenty of opportunities there. In Broward schools, we have Deerfield Beach, Sheridan High. You know, it's an $18 million project. So plus we do, you know, other stuff with Miami-Dade College. We have several opportunities available, so we definitely need to connect so that we can, you know, let you know what we have available.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay, and Miss Chelsea, so you've explored Miami-Dade County thoroughly. I was pleasantly surprised recently. I attended an event at Broward County Public Schools, and I was blown away with first of all, the amount of work that they have coming up that are available for small minority and certified and disadvantaged owned businesses, but more importantly, the extent to which this team goes to ensure the success of minority contractors once they secure a contract. So Chelsea, thank you so very much for joining us. Please provide us with your feedback and inform Ms. Holt of all of the wonderful opportunities going on in Broward County.
Sure. Thank you and good afternoon, everyone. I am Chelsea Jones Finley. I am the coordinator for the Economic Development and Diversity Compliance Department. It's a pleasure to meet you, Ms. Holt. Great job to you and your team on the presentation. The content, quite informative, well structured, and it actually showed that you had a very deep understanding of the subject matter. And it was very effective in terms of the key points. So kudos to you and your team for that. A question for you. Are you registered as a vendor with Broward County Public Schools?
You know what? I don't know offhand that I am. I think it's definitely an entity that we've not done business with in the past. You know, we've been around for 17 years now. So a lot of places, particularly in Broward, we did a lot of vendor registrations and, you know, again, haven't had the opportunity to do work. So I will go back and double check that for Broward County Public Schools. But I thank you so much for that wonderful feedback. Sometimes you never know how a presentation is going to be received. And I appreciate all of you for speaking up to let us know that it was well thought out. Thank you.
Well, I would recommend that first step would be to get registered as a vendor. And secondly, please consider getting certified because you are a minority female business and a lot of more opportunities are specifically pointed in the direction of doing business with our small minority and women-owned firms.
Okay.
Right off the bat, I think a lot of the opportunities for you would mainly be with our prime contractors. There will be other opportunities, but I think that would be best fit an area of excellence for you. But I am open to meeting with you one-on-one so that we can potentially explore other options because we're constantly putting out solicitations. And there may be other areas that we're not touching on that may have not been touched on in your presentation that you may be able to explore. So definitely, I have your contact information. So I will be sending you an email. We can also facilitate some intros with a couple of the prime with Steve Stevenson. Well, they're on this call, so that's taken care of.
Yeah.
But certainly, we would love to explore some options with you and dive a little deeper into what you can provide. Okay.
Thank you so much, Ms. Jones Finley. I look
Welcome.
forward to meeting with you and learning more about your opportunities. I think everyone for coming with the opportunities, Dr. Hollis, you really did something here.
The thing is, you know, can I say something?
Last but definitely not least, here in the city of Miramar, we have Miss Catherine Randall. Believe it or not, her office is right next door to me. We now in the economic development is now called economic development and housing because the housing program is now right in our department. And I particularly am so pleased that she's on this call because I'd like her to inform you about some of the upcoming things that this amazing housing department is doing within the city of Miramar, where in which I know small local businesses like yourself can and should probably be a great factor. Miss Catherine, thank you so much for joining us. Please take it away, introduce yourself, and provide Ms. Holt with some feedback.
Hello, I'm Catherine Randall. I'm the Chief Housing Administrator here. 1 second, I gotta close my door. Oops, sorry about that. And hi, Justin. Is Justin on here from Related? We actually, the building that they're building right here on our property, the rental properties, 300 plus units. And of that, 53 of those units are going to be affordable. So we're excited about that. But the housing division of economic development, we have first-time home buyer program where the city provide first-time home buyer assistance, down payment assistance. We provide $90,000 to purchase a new home. And that's really a great thing now. And the home can cost as much as $450,000. That's one of our programs. We have some minor home repair programs where we provide up to $70,000 of assistance for minor home repair, the violations, roof, windows, and doors program. We have a rental assistance program where we provide first, last, and security up to $8,000 to get someone in a rental apartment here in Miramar. We have a rental gap assistance program where if your rent have gone up at least 5%, we pay $3,600, for a year of that amount that has increased in your rent. We have a foreclosure prevention program also where we will pay up to $10,000 if you're in foreclosure problems. And we still have some CARES dollars that we're working with COVID, that we pay mortgage, rent, and utilities and homeowners association fees, back fees for that, but you have to be affected by COVID in that program. So that's what we're doing in housing. We're doing a whole lot in housing.
Right.
Excellent. And so, and we wanted you to know, Yvette, that Turner is now a Miramar resident. Turner Construction is now in Miramar.
Oh, welcome.
So, yeah, I'm surprised we haven't run into some of these people already.
Amari at last.
Thank you all again so very much. The time has been well spent. Are there any other questions? And in times of perfect, it is, we couldn't have planned it better. 2:59, do you know that? We did not waste any of your time. It went exactly from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Unless there are any other questions, I cannot thank you all enough for joining us this afternoon to hear about this amazing. I see you, Chelsea. Go ahead.
I just want to invite Ms. Holt. We do have an actual certification workshop that's taking place on the 24th. We have fashioned over our after our colleagues in Miami-Dade, and we are also doing certification on the spot. So on the 24th of August, we have that coming. So if you want to mark your calendar, we also have a request for proposal boot camp that's taking place next Wednesday. I can send that information to you as well. It would help with understanding the language that's in our RFP. We've gotten lots of complaints from our small businesses that the language is difficult to understand. We want to be able to help our businesses in any way we can. Last week we did the ITD training, and this next week we're going to do the RFP training. And those are some items I'll share with you as well.
Wonderful.
And I'll share with you, Karen, so you can share with others. Okay.
And there's just one thing, just one last thing I want to piggyback off Chelsea, my esteemed colleague and friend there. What it is that when you actually, either one of us, when you certify with either Broward County Public Schools or Miami-Dade County Public Schools, we've got an interlocal agreement. So if you certify with us first, once you get certified, the paperwork with the Broward County Public Schools is a lot less. So if it was like this, it'll be down to this, and vice versa. So we'll be in contact. So that's
perfect. Thank you so much for letting me know that. I love those interlocal agreements. They make life easier for us.
Yes. Well, I just want to say thank you all again before I allow Yvette to do the last word, because this was a spotlight for HOLT Communications. And thank you so much, Gregory. Unfortunately, we cannot see you. We did see your picture, but you did an excellent job. So Yvette, if you will close us out, we will definitely be exchanging, and I'll be following up and forwarding all of her contact information to each of you. Yvette, close us out, please.
Sure. Well, thank you again. Thank you, Dr. Hollis, for getting all of us together. You guys are such a great group of folks who really came with the opportunities. And I appreciate your willingness to support us, to help us grow, not just at the city, but all of your partners. Thank you all for offering to help us to grow and go from a small business to a medium-sized business in the city of Miramar. I appreciate you being here.
Excellent. That concludes this webinar, and we trust that you all will have a wonderful afternoon and a great weekend for the Miramar people. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.